A spectacle, a cavalcade of dancing lights trying to hype this crowd into a frenzy, and it's working because they know what a huge matchup is in store. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Razorbacks will kick it away to start. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tigers offense will have the football first. Battle for the Golden Boot always seems to get a little bit testy, and this thing was tight. 5 minutes to go in the third quarter, one-possession game, but the Bayou Bengals turned it up against the Pigs.
Yeah, and the LSU did a really good job finishing the game strong. They scored the last 17 points to run away from this one, but the Golden Boot, we've seen crazy games. We've seen like 70,000 overtimes. We've seen a lot in this rivalry, Jesse.
Yeah, this is one game where Sam Pittman and Arkansas, they seem to get up and they get physical. That's something they pride themselves in every year, especially when they play against LSU. This is just one of those games, David, you always expect to go right down to the wire.
And they pick up just a few on that completion. Third down, and they'll need 5 to keep this opening drive moving. Looking to pass, it's Nussmeier. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
The Razorbacks offense will have its first possession of the game. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass in coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well.
Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They want to run it left here. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And you got to do a better job up front right there. That run was doomed from the get-go. Nowhere to go. The back gets hit as soon as he gets the football. Hard to succeed as a running back when you get the ball and you get clocked.
They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Razorbacks are moving quickly down the field. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
That's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quickly.
Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Looking to throw, it's Green. Under fire. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
And I'm really impressed with the start by this defense, like getting to the quarterback early and often. First drive, already have 2 sacks. That's a good sign for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Gets open down the middle. He'll be stopped at the 32, still ground to cover if they want to convert, and fourth down is coming. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Absolutely perfect. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
I'll tell you, this is not an easy place to play on the road, especially at nighttime. This crowd, they get loud. That's the way it's been so far, but they have a nice drive to open it up. They're able to execute. They put themselves in field goal range, knock it through the uprights. They did exactly what they needed to do, taking a 3-0 lead here early on the road. That's impressive.
They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. Wide receiver comes in motion. From the gun, the running back has it. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31. And the Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Dropping back, it's Nussmeier. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. The Tigers with the 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the 1st down play. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes 2nd down. Back to pass. A little screen to the running back. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down. Think about when Garrett Nussmeier goes into the quarterback room at LSU and there are giant murals of Joe Burrow and Jaden Daniels, Heisman winners. Jesse, that's some pressure. But man, if he can cut down on the turnovers, he might join them.
Yeah, there's no question about it, Reese. This guy has a lot of talent. I really also just appreciate the fact that he stayed put at LSU. In an era of college football where especially quarterbacks are transferring 2, 3, 4 times, naming off those guys you just did, it would have been so easy for Nussmeier to try to find another opportunity somewhere else. He believes LSU is the best situation for him to win a national championship and get him off to the NFL.
Pressure coming. Dances away. He gets the job done, picking up the 1st down, then getting down. LSU now operating in the red zone. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, a lot of space. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
Really nice 1st down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Offense trying to go push pass on 1st down on the goal line, but the defense, tremendous surge up front. They get penetration and they get the tackle for loss.
And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They believe in their running game on 3rd and goal here. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. We've reached the break. Arkansas has the lead. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. And to open the 2nd quarter, they'll start with a field goal try. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. Some rivalries forged in excellence, some in geographical proximity, and that's what we have once the Razorbacks joined the SEC. Someone had the brilliant idea, we need a big golden boot that looks like the two states, and it's one of the most hotly contested rivalry games of the year.
And big is the right word. It's 4 feet tall. It's 200 pounds. It's 24-karat gold. Palmer, this is the trophy you want to win. There's some bad trophies out there, but this boot is a big deal.
It fills your trophy case. It's got girth. It's got weight. You appreciate that. I know everyone's going to say, no, Italy's the boot. No, it's not. Louisiana, Arkansas, and the Golden Boot Trophy. That's what it's all about.
Quick release on the RPO. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking downfield, it's Green. Makes the grab. It's Blake. He'll get it up to the 39 before he's run out of bounds, and this offense just patiently, methodically trying to do work. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Got a man. It's Blake. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. The Razorbacks are on the move. Gets it out quickly. Turning it on!
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs. And the Razorbacks getting set on 1st and 10. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. After losing a couple of yards, it's now 2nd and 12 as they try to keep this drive moving. Gonna run it. It's Washington. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They went for the big play, and boy, did it ever pay off.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And they knocked through the extra point for the 10-3 lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Using the quick game. Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Now on first down from the 43-yard line. Looking left. Interception. You don't see him make that kind of mistake very often. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Quarterback on the keeper. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
I just love the way the defense prepares. Each and every week we see this defense come out, and it's like 11 guys, they've got their head in the game, and they're playing as one unit. They knew it was going to be tough facing this option game with the quarterback and the running attack, but they've just done such a good job so far staying home, playing their assignments. You saw it on that last play right there. Rallying to the football, nowhere for him to go and creating a big loss.
Tight end now in motion. To the air, it's Green. Here's a heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm. And here comes the field goal unit for the second time tonight. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Already got a hand on it, it's blocked. That's a line flying down the left side. He's at the 40, the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Tigers! Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. He'll start this drive firing. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. All wideouts, no backs. To the air on second down. Fires to the wideout. And that one's incomplete.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. The Razorbacks line up to punt it away. They'll have to boot it away for the first time tonight. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. This rivalry picked up steam when the Razorbacks joined the SEC, and man, some of the names that have had moments, Darren McFadden, Felix, he tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Wants to throw. It's Nussmeier. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen passes, it just never developed. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. They'll line up for a second down play. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Wants to throw, they'll have to be efficient against the clock. Quick completion on the out. He's loose. He makes the tackle at the 23-yard line, but not before a pickup of 5 and enough for the first down. And the Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Bring in the heat. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. The field goal is no good. And here in the third quarter, it is still a tie ball game. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, in a rivalry filled with magical moments, even more here today between the Tigers and Razorbacks. And it's been an absolute clinic in fundamental defensive football so far. A total standoff with both teams refusing to give an inch. And I know this new era of football is about chucking it all over the yard and just outscoring the other team. But this game is a throwback, and to be honest, it's refreshing. A lot of football still to be played as these two scratch and claw for the right to claim that golden boot.
LSU ready to boot it away and open this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. They keep it on the ground to open the third. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And the Razorbacks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking for a man. It's Green. Just a short pass to the tight end. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge third down coming up. Stands in and takes the hit. Reels it in down the left side. Finds a seam. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Arkansas. And that one will put them up here in the second half.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up third and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Got it in the middle. It's Sharp. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They're dealing with a second and long. They'll run the screen. Thrust that arm out. Good pickup there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Throws toward the end zone. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Pulls it in. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Now the toss. Touchdown LSU! Great job by the back on the option.
It looks like the offense just had the defense confused on that option play. Nobody accounting for the pitch man. Running back able to walk in.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive. And he found his way to the end zone from the 7 to cap it. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. We'll see what they can do on this drive as it starts at the 8. On the ground, it's Russell. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for loss.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Looking downfield, it's Green. Slips away. Creates a little room. The defense is there, and a great job to keep him from getting to that first down marker. He's hard to get a handle on. It'll be 4th and short. Hunt is on its way. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Lets it fly deep downfield. And that one's going to be incomplete. I don't think he got a foot down along the back of the end zone.
And you're not going to see many of those. That's a gift for this defense. You don't see this guy miss very often, especially to put 6 on the board. That was a big missed opportunity for this quarterback and this offense.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. He's going for the big play. He's got it, and he will score! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. RPO complete to open the drive. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Green. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. There he goes. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
This defense is flying around with bad intentions. How about the stick the defender just laid on the tight end?
Looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
This defense doesn't even have a chance to blink after just giving up an explosive play. You get lined up, and all of a sudden they're throwing it over your head again into the end zone. They better get ready, lined up. I'd expect another shot coming up.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, if at first you don't succeed, try again, Pollock. I'm running it again right here on the 1 yard line.
And I think you still got 2 plays. 3rd down, be physical. All you got to do is fall forward, get that 1 yard.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. So the offense will try to punch it in here on 4th and goal from the 1. Was to pass. They brought the heat and they get him on the ground. And a 4th down sack stops this drive cold.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive, you want to get touchdowns, you don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on 4th down and goal.
Pulls it in. It's Anderson. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to throw. It's Nussmeier. Quickly complete. Brought down at the 26 after a 15-yard pickup. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Going for the big play. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Get it out on the screen. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. To the ground to try to move the chains. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
Really impressed with the running back. His stats haven't been great, right? Every yard has been hard to come by, but these are some of the best runs we've seen in the game by him, and it's happening at the most important time here in the 4th quarter.
LSU moving quickly, going to work again on 1st down. Looking downfield on 1st down. Finds his man, it's Berry. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Going to throw it over the top of the D. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
LSU getting set on 1st and 10. Going to the run, it's Jackson. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Looking to fire. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Tigers!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Razorbacks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. And the Razorbacks racing to the line in the hurry-up. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Grab near the sticks. It's Blake. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. When your best is demanded on a big stage like this against a rival, he has delivered, cracking the 150-yard mark. Wide open spaces.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Caught near the sticks. It's Russell. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28. This offense absolutely humming as they come to the line again. Wants to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Razorbacks with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Wide receiver going in motion. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
And man, is that perfect timing. You could tell quarterback drops back, he sees his guy, and he knows he's open, but watch the throw. Deep down the field, Palmer, right in the breadbasket. Nice play, nice pitch and catch.
He did a nice job at getting it up in the air early and allowing his guy to run under the football, locate it, and then make a tough grab. That is the definition of an explosive play.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And he takes this from inside the 5. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Can they catch him? They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the fourth. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the tailback. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Running to the left. Defense is there to greet him again, and they are ready, and he has found nowhere to run tonight. They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Looking to throw, it's Green. Throws to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37.
Well, man, we've seen explosive offensive firepower all game long, and here we are late in an obvious passing situation trying to get this thing close. The big INT, finally the defense makes a play, and David, it looks like they just closed the door on this one.
Well, and you know, Mr. Quarterback, defense wins championships. And how do you seal a game? The defense coming up with a big moment. Yes, obvious passing situation. You know they're going to throw it. The big INT, and that might seal their fate.
Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. There he goes! The freshman brought down after a really nice run there.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the 4th quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. A great chance to put this game away with a score here on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Grabbed behind the line. It's Berry. And they get him, and they'll lose yardage on that completion.
You know, this happens sometimes in football. You forget which direction you're going, and you got to be reminded, you were going the wrong direction. Come on, man. We got to catch that thing. We got to get north-south and go make a play, get closer to the end zone, not start dancing and going the wrong way.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Reads it, fires complete. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. He spikes it, clock stops as they try to rally late. They've got them penned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Back to throw, it's Green. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. And the offense just chooses to spike the ball. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second. He's going to throw deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He's going up top here late in the game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make a play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. There is joy all across the bayou as LSU takes down Arkansas in the battle for the Golden Boot. That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.